Good day, my name is Andres, a technician and Florian. I am the owner of the Columbia Canine Daycare Center. We have two offices in Bogota, an urban office at 153 with a 7th Street and a series of traps at Barra 70 with Boyaca. We provide services for show and advised dogs. By a handler. In the case of us, we work with Jimmy Montoya, who is left to them from the nursery, and he does all the handling of these dogs. Mainly we work dogs. This breed is American Bull, and the American Angle is a new breed recently incorporated into the Kennel Club of the Canine Association of Colombia. And it is a breed, as you can see, it is a very strong breed, very heavy, very sweet. They are not aggressive. They are very calm in handling, and they are characterized by their weight, their width in the chest, and their width in the hind legs. But also due to their symmetry in the body, their good head, their good volume in the flower pots, and, as you can see, they are very calm dogs. They are handled very well on exposure. Wide so that they can go out on the track, and so that they will not have any problems with their handlers when we handle show dogs. We also recommend them to advise all of us that this type of dog can handle and how they can handle them, that the incentives for them to walk on the track, that encourages them to perch in a good way and how to do it correctly. We also advise the owners if they want to learn this discipline, if they want to learn this. We also give classes and well in the Kennel Club and in other entities. Also do management for amateurs who want to learn, that they want to take their dogs out themselves, the disposition that they want to handle, like all these kinds of tricks. They are offered a plan according to the needs of the very special dog. Yes. It is a dog that needs a pool management to perhaps enlarge its body a bit in the obviously most natural and appropriate way it is done. To handling, if you need walks, if you need perhaps handling differently here with these dogs. Basic training is not handled like the rest of the daycare, that is, orders such as sitting down do not apply, because when the dog judge, go look at the condition of your pets, because they would drop many points and the dog sits down or falls to death, or is a bit playful. It is a very serious discipline for beauty dogs. Of this type of pets, they have to do a positive handling. That is to say that they like their work, that they like to go out on the track, that they enjoy the way they are doing all the work. This handling, because it has to be, also has to have a link with the owner, with the handler at the time of taking it out of its handling, is appropriate at meal times, and if the food requires a special diet, some type of supplement for its hair, for its muscle, for its bone, for the development of the dog as such. We can also offer it, and we have this service. Also additionally, with this type of dog, management has to be very strict, as I tell you, in terms of food, partly training, and partly managing their fur. Managing blooming in the bathroom at the time of exposure, before and during. We don't have to do a good job of managing their coats, to avoid maybe they are going to fight, to avoid that maybe they are upset. Dogs manage their energy totally, so that on the day of the show you can have a good bath, you can do a good guy of blooming according to the needs of the dog. If they are short-coated dogs, the volume is much simpler. If they are long-haired dogs, that volume is much more specialized, and we also have people who will focus on lighting up here in the nursery of the management of the coats, to promote or how to make the expression of the hair the most notorious and the most satisfactory for the judge at the time of the exhibition. The same at the time of feeding. Not all must be fed meant in the same way. Not everyone should go out with the same diet according to the needs of the dog, according to the needs of the breed. This type of situation is handled. When handling show dogs on the track, it is necessary to have a good team to develop a good job on it. It is always necessary for the person in charge of taking the dog out, in this case from the hamlet, if it is an owner who wants to take his dog out, there is no problem with the dog. But since it is known how to handle it, it has to have an appropriate workshop to remove the track. The collar has to have a shape and a position that we will talk about later, and well, they have to have a person who is grooming some guacals that be supportive to be taking the dogs when taking them out of fan, because it depends on the room where they are. If they are in a hot climate, the operation always enter fresh. They have to have some gel available food to eat, and that food at the time of the function it has to be very soft, since we prevent the dog from possibly going to defecate on the track and going to lower its points. Hello everyone, my name is Jimmy Montoya, a professional handler, and I'm going to show you a little more track work on the American Bully breed. Here, as we can see, we see a female already champion. The bird almost like this. They have to pose so that when it reaches all proportions and the qualities of the dog, that has a muscular dog that is clean with grooming, with very short nails, with shiny hair, with a show strap. They must be 100% in good health to be able to compete. As explained about the breed, they must be well plumb when the collar is not placed each time, so that this part is more elegant, without dewlaps, than a clean one. And their ears in an appropriate expression about the breed. They must settle without leaning forwards or backwards. Where they stand, they see, let's say they are too elegant in their way of posing. From a young age, one conditions them little by little under exercise without there being anything excessive. Their maturation in the muscle should be like an athlete, very slowly, so that there is no break in the line of something or any injury to them. Since they are 3 months old and they can compete, so from the beginning I just play a lot of love and tranquility and a lot of patience with them. Not all of them are, let's say, very willing to work. We have exhibitions every 15 days approximately in Colombia, in which fresh golden retrievers, Labrador, American Bull and Rottweiler, Doberman, American Akita, Great Dane, German Shepherd, and even Malletto compete. There are many breeds that compete in Colombia and at a very high level. And most of them are also in Bogotá. Next we are going to make a small demonstration of how to properly handle show dogs on the track. Here we see a bully, an 11-month-old puppy. He has been on the track twice and his handling is very polished, and in the gait part, as you can see, his gait is very correct. All his limbs are symmetrical, both front and back. As later and well, it is the position correctly in which we owe it to, Always try to have a good bond with the dog, not stressing it, good handling with it, and that it be as striking in the judge's view, that it attracts attention, that it attracts the attention of your members, that draws attention to your chest from your neck. Your chest breadth must be, or the chest must be square. Neither too open nor too closed, so that it does not look rectangular in the rear of the members. The posterior ones must also show a square part, that their knees are not going to adapt to come out, nor that they are going to get them in at this moment, because we found a dog that was exercising for that reason, because it is failing, but as far as possible that he will not be panting or go even with his tongue out if he likes it, or if he has a good position, and he will approach the judge at the right time. He will take a low assessment of the pet. Look at his teeth. That he has teeth, or head scissor-shaped teeth. That will not be smooth or very pointed, and that all the minors are well, that they are in good health, that the tail reaches the hock, that they do not have any problem in the limbs or anything altered. They are going to touch the dog so that to see that all this is fine and well, without any type of conditioning by humans. Well, remember, we are Canines Colombia. We have 2 offices in Bogota, a country office at 170 with Boyacá, and an urban office at 153 with 7th. And also remember to follow our social networks that appear at the bottom of the screen. My name is Andrés Felipe de Florian, and in whatever way we can help you,